Twitter. It's the new it word. In the evolution of information distribution, it's itterer than MySpace and Facebook combined. Why? This powerful networking tool allows you to connect with others in a way that is simple, immediate, public, global, searchable, mobile, and quick. Unlike private social networks like Facebook, Twitter can connect you with global issues in real time. Unlike traditional media outlets, the information is unrestricted and distributed from the many to the many. In the traditional top-down model of information distribution, information is kept in the hands of the elite few who filter it out to the masses. The internet and social networks have meant that we no longer rely on these broadcasters for our information. Online, everyone is a producer, and information can pass easily from peer to peer. But before we pass the baton to a new media age, we are still facing questions about how this tool fits within the current media landscape. How much power can one tweet hold? How is it working alongside traditional media outlets? And has it really shifted the balance of power from the few to the many? In May of this year, Catherine Davini was dropped as a columnist for The Age after she posted some controversial comments on the social networking site Twitter. In her defense, she claimed that Twitter was just like passing notes in class. In reality, Twitter is more like standing up in front of your class with a megaphone.
I wish I was a member of the A-team. Mr. T's hot, LOL.
Davini has highlighted a key misconception about Twitter. Twitter is not about what you had for breakfast. Public outcry over Davini's comments and the resulting firing shows that Twitter is being taken seriously by traditional media outlets and the public at large, and what you post on there has a context among the traditional modes of publishing. I'll fast forward the next part about how versatile and powerful it can be as a medium. Social activism, instant news source, shared cultural experiences, oppressed citizens, campaign clinches, historical record, human search engine. But what about the broadcasters? In the cacophony of Twitter, we may have underestimated the voice of the media giants that are still chirping away. While we may not be here anymore, could we really have come this far? If the everyday man has benefited from the connectivity of Twitter, then so have the giants. Corporations harness the power of Twitter to reach their consumers in more intimate ways, posting deals and even using it as a customer service center with real-time feedback. Media networks use Twitter as a supplementary broadcasting tool, or even create news out of the stories that come out of the Twitter sphere. This year, the Australian Broadcasting Corporation started using Twitter as a form of live question and commentary on their panel show Q&A. Now the public opinion and conversations happening on Twitter.com are broadcast in real time into the homes of millions of television viewers. You may think that on Twitter, traditional media networks are a dying breed compared to the power of self-starters and social media entrepreneurs. But of the top 100 most popular Twitterers, only 2 accounts have made it big via online social networking alone: Twitter itself and iCanHasCheeseburgers.com. A majority of these media moguls are celebrities, all of which have risen to fame not by tweeting madly, but via the power of the traditional media celeb machine, through film, television, magazines, and newspapers. So if I, the everyman, wanted to make a splash in the Twitterverse, is the power really in my hands? With my Twitterlebrity, I command 66 followers. If every one of them has 66 followers and retweets one of my tweets, that tweet will reach an extra 4,356 people. If those 4,000 people retweet to their 66 followers, I've reached 287,496 people in 3 steps. That sounds great. And yet, Ashton has the power to tell 5 million people what he had for breakfast. And if his followers have 66 followers each, in 3 steps, that could have been retweeted to 21,780,000,000 people. That's over 3 times the population of the world. Here's where I conclude and highlight the grey areas. Me and my 66 followers might not be able to change the world, but if I join the conversation, I becomes we. And while we may not be here yet, we have taken a step forward. We can rejoice that the power is no longer completely in the hands of these guys, but we can't pretend they aren't still holding on to it. And only time will tell how far the power will slide.